Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the Super Bowl. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. I was gonna say the whole thing, why not? I'm kind of turning away from this generally, but you can still subscribe to the channel. I see slightly more than half of you aren't, and you're on your phone, so I'll stop bothering you and I'll get into the actual show because I know you're on your phone. So, as always, we're sponsored by State Kings. You can go to statekings.com/player/DFS_PhD to buy in on the thing we're talking about right now. I have three entries in the live final for the Pocket Cup. That's the only MME I'll do. It's three entries, so I'm not really doing that much MME anymore, as you know. And what else are we doing? Well, we are now going back to being a scientist a little bit. So if you like these videos, you may like to learn science from me. Check out Evans Imagines Negative Mass Antimatter series, which is already out there, and I'm turning into a book. Or check out my newest one, which I'm working on after this or later today. I'll release this later this week. But yeah, Nuremberg for biologists. You see them in the news, right? You see Nowak is on the Epstein list. It's going to keep happening. You know why? Because they like believe Nazi stuff. So until we can get the actual Nazi stuff out of our biologists, we're going to have accidents like this keep happening. So we're going to talk about that. But before we do that, we're going to talk about football, football, football. Because I got two takes. I got like two takes. It's also enough that like I can't really play them because I'm not going to play all these takes in the Pocket Cup. Let's make it clear. This is getting too cute. Like there's 400 guys. You don't need to get cute. Don't need to be crazy. Beat the 400 guys. Beat 399 of them and get $100,000. So not too cute. Not leaving money on the table. Not controlling for our geometric mean of the whatever. Best lineup. It's okay to chop a little. Fine. Not an issue. There are 400 guys. I mean, like the top 400 lineups should probably be represented, right? That's more or less how you should play a small field thing. It's much closer to cash. It's much closer to playing the optimal, and I don't like it. That's why I'm really bad at changing my whole play style is to win these big MME competitions, right? By locking in on this or that strategy or like game script, right? But that's not really, you need the optimal plays in every spot. That's more like cash. So I'm going to try to give you both thoughts here because I have MME inspiration, but then I'm going to try to rein it back in when we get to the build, to cash levels, to like what we should actually build. So MME wise, I'm seeing I'm seeing Elijah Arroyo projected for no snaps. He's had 2 more weeks. He was active for the last game, and now he's had 2 more weeks. And I mean, I haven't checked, but I'm sure he's still practicing, right? I mean, it's he's come a long way back. And when you look back earlier this season, 55% of snaps, 50% of snaps, 45% of snaps, 43% of snaps, 40% of snaps, and how many games? These are the targets, right? Arroyo 3, Barner 3, Arroyo 4, Barner 3, Arroyo 5, Barner 3. He was the tight end one in, is that half the games? One, two, three. No, sorry, one, two, three. Three out of, I believe this is seven total healthy games. So you got him as a DNP because he DNP'd last week. I don't know, guys. I don't know if he's going to DNP. I'm going to have him as not a DNP. I'm going to have him as maybe taking snaps from Barner's just a big guy, right? Like he's not super dynamic. You saw the routes that he's capable of, right? It's just a different guy. Like Arroyo is capable of running up the field and catching a 30-yarder and running it in for a touchdown, like beating out the defense. Barner's not capable of that. So it's a bigger playbook. I think that they will have worked on the bigger playbook. I think we will see some of Arroyo now because he's great. Anyway, besides that, we also have Helani underprojected because we got 1 week to go off there, but people are underprojecting it because they also have the rest of the season, right? The rest of the season, throw it out the window. That does not matter. The way you need to think about Holani is entirely this last week, right? We had one other week when Charbonnet was out. What happened? The same thing. They're going to do the same thing. They're not messing around. Like, honestly, that was a little bit high for Kenneth Walker. You had Jacardia right as probably a blowout. But regardless, you should expect 35% George Holani snaps. And what were the targets? A lot. 4 targets. This week, he was the passing back when Charbonnet was out. Was Charbonnet the passing back? Once, twice, three, four. So if you combine those weeks, 5, 6, 6 weeks out of what, 17, 18 on here? So a third of the time, Holani or Charbonnet has been the passing down back. So I think you should probably have some Holani in your field. Let's make sure I got to the end of the rant. I think I had one more. Yeah, okay, I got one more. So I added the tight end fork based on the earlier rant. But I don't know what game everybody watched last week, but it appears that the SaberSim people did not watch Rhamondre Stevenson play. I mean, I guess I should double check. Was there an injury? Like if I go to X dot tweet, Epstein Files guy website, because they all, I mean, they all are. Who am I pretending this is the one Epstein Files guy? Okay, but so Rhamondre, I mean, was Travion hurt? I don't think he was, but I'm just going to double check. Did he leave the game injured? I think he left the game bad. I don't think he left the game injured. So Underdog NFL, and we search within Underdog NFL for Henderson. Weird noise outside. Latest. Nope. I mean, he cleared a concussion 6 weeks ago or something, and in the meantime, played more, right? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like after the concussion, 35, 40% of snaps, 40% of snaps. So the only thing different, not concussion, because that was like here. So maybe this week, the drop off from 50 to 40 or something. Maybe his initial drop off or something was related to an injury. It's not now. 94 to 6. 94 to 6. If you take one thing away from this video, Rhamondre Stevenson is the only bell cow in this game, and he should be your highest projected player. I don't care. I don't understand how he's not. I don't understand how you're like, yeah, I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba is great, but he got to catch passes to score points. Rhamondre doesn't. Rhamondre's going to jam it, jam it, jam it. 94%. And so many checkdowns, right? Like, I mean, I didn't even look at it. What we go to targets. What's he got? 37? Travion has more? Wow. I'm a little bit shocked by that. But, I mean, they should use Rhamondre more out of the backfield. This is crazy. I don't know. For me, that's what they should do. Okay, but yeah, so that's a signal. 94%. We don't have another signal like that on the slate, right? I mean, the 0 for Arroyo last week, but he's coming back from injury. This is not an injury situation. Everybody involved in this was fully healthy, and they said, screw Travion Henderson. This is real life now. I think that's important. So I'm going to say you shouldn't have a single lick of Travion Henderson. I mean, okay. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Injuries, right? Injuries are real, and injuries are real enough, especially for running backs, that I say none. Some of you are MMEing out there. For me, in the Pocket Cup, none. Not possible, not in my field at all, captain or flex. For you, up to 14%, probably okay for Travion, but I don't know, man. I don't like it. It's only an injury play. So as much as you think Rhamondre gets injured, that's how much Travion you allow. Nothing more. He's not going to play. That's not the plan. They're not running like stuff for him. Like I was saying, Arroyo, they're definitely practicing, right? Like maybe he can't run the routes in practice and they don't run them in the game, but they're practicing it because that's like plan one. Plan one is not to include Travion. So we're deep into plan B, like trying to recover if we're playing Travion. Okay. Now let's look at what we got here because I haven't looked at it since I reran this. Okay, a little bit crazy, but I like it. Holani is our last piece. That seems crazy. That seems a little too crazy. Definitely for the Pocket Cup, right? I don't know. For the Pocket Cup, I wanted like Rhamondre and Ken Walker, and it says Holani is my second highest projected. I don't know. Yeah, it's not a reach with Holani, right? Like it's not like with. Well, let's see. How much did they give me of? Well, so that's 100% Holani. That's a bit much. He's good, but he's good. Also, did I remember? I don't think I did. Yeah, okay, okay. I got to put on the Seattle rule. Max one running back because the Charbonnet rule is important on this team. Like only one of them is going to mega smash, right? You don't want Holani captain and like Kenneth Walker as flex. So make sure you don't have that. I did not make sure I didn't have that. So I got to change that. Um, so I'll rerun this. We're not going to have time to look at the rerun probably, but the numbers aren't going to add up here. And I don't want 100% Holani in any circumstances. And I don't think I want him captain, but I don't know. Let's see. He thinks I do. I mean, who else would I put there at captain? Like realistically, probably Drake May. Yeah. So normally I'm not a big quarterback guy at captain, but they're under-owned here. Like the quarterbacks are like what we got? 9% Drake May, 5% Darnold, and historically 25% of the time it's an optimal quarterback captain. So I think I gotta force one of these guys in. I think it's gonna be Drake May, just on the basis of like, history. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I also have to rerun. Oh, and how many was this? 2393 lineups. Why is that fewer? Well, I'm gonna expand. I'm not gonna expand the salary range because it's such a, if anything, I would tighten it because I don't want to leave more than $2,500 on the table in these like super small field contests. So again, I'm building this for the Pocket Cup only. I will have a couple in the millie. They won't be from this kind of a field. I'll build a different thing for that. It'll be crazier. Like, is that the backwards rank? Okay, no. That's not the way that sort direction should look for the regular sort direction. Okay. But let me change. Wow, it really doesn't like the Drake May. And also look, all these salaries of the good ones are within 49 and 50. So let's do 49 to 50,000 for the Pocket Cup. But yeah, these are my angles. I will, let's see how long it takes to build it. Might as well. So I don't know how to change the ownership whenever they're hard zeroing it. So I'll change it like that. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much. And nobody's going to have him. I agree with that. I just don't think you can play him captain. Definitely not. Yeah, you know what? None of these guys can be played captain in the Pocket Cup. But I think Holani and Arroyo are in play for captain for MME. So I will have them in captain for MME. This is taking way too long, but you get the sense. I already told you my captains are going to be there. Going to be Drake May, Kenneth Walker, and Rhamondre Stevenson. In flex, we're probably going to get a ton of Holani in the non Walker captain lineups. We'll probably get a ton of who else is. I'm guessing I'll allow. Will I allow one Arroyo or not? Let's look at the salary. It's basically like I think he's the only salary relief option I like down here. I mean, you got Salbert, but Salbert is like he's the guy who Arroyo would take snaps from, right? So I don't really want him and Arroyo. I want him or Arroyo, and just way more upside on Arroyo, even though he's more expensive. So if it's 4%, 4% Salbert is just such a high price to pay. I want to get different if I'm getting different here, and I got to take, so I'm going to get different by. I will allow one of the lineups to contain Arroyo. I think that's fine. He's cheap enough where he can jam in some of these other guys. Do I really want to include the backup quarterbacks? No, don't need to include the backup quarterbacks. I will let who's the reference there? Siege. I'll let Siege have that. Was that in an actual Super Bowl? I forget. But you know what? This is taking too long. I don't want to sit around and show you it all. So you can check out the exposures eventually in the Discord. I do like talking to you guys there. But for now, yeah, I'll sign off by saying, remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to take those biologists to task or something. Uh, Gosh darn it, people like me, right? Or people like you, people like me. I forget which way I'm supposed to say it, but okay. It finished. I wasn't expecting it to finish. These all look great. I mean, that's a lot of Rashid Shaheed. I'll just take one. Don't need me all that Rashid Shaheed. Don't need me all that Barner. I'll take 34% because that's a either or with a. He's pretty good price though. I still don't want more than one Barner. Now we're talking. Two cups versus two Shaheeds. That's really close. I don't really want two of either of them. Don't love the Drake May lineup having such low ROI. Even though I don't really believe it, I still like. Mm, I don't love it. Let me look over here. What would happen if I undid Drake May force minimum? Where would they put it? Would they put it two Stevensons? Yeah. I think that's where I want to be. I think that's where I want to be because that's my strong take, right? Like that's where my gut is. My gut is that Stevenson's going to get a ton of work. So I think I'm going to stick there and 100% JSN as well. So these lineups, yeah, I get where they're coming from. 100% JSN. So that's JSN with Walker captain. I guess that's kind of like a blowout thesis. Cup, Myers, Rhamondre. It's kind of a weird lineup. I'm not going to force no JSN because I think he's got an amazing floor. So, but I don't know. I don't feel that positive about it, as you can tell, about a Walker captain JSN flex lineup. But for now, it's going in there. It's going to win us the money. Because remember, somebody's got to win that money. Might as well be us.